And I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing that screen, but start sharing your screen with the how to do this assignment here. This is called electron dot compound formation. And so what you see right here is some pictures of what exactly is happening. And so you've already seen a video about how sodium becomes an ion by transferring an electron to the nonmetal, the chlorine. So sodium becomes a positively charged ion in the reaction with the chlorine, making it a negatively charged ion. And then we're going to put that together and actually make it the sodium chloride, a neutral compound, which is that combination of the Na1 plus with Cl1 minus with all 8 of its electrons around here. And so we've made sodium chloride because we have made a neutral compound made of a 1 plus ion and a 1 minus ion. And you can see some other examples here, but let's go ahead and do some examples together right now so you can take a look at what does this look like. So if I'm taking a look at lithium plus chlorine, lithium is in group number 1, so lithium has 1 valence electron. It is going to get added to chlorine, which is in group number 17, which means that it has 7 valence electrons. So in the process, lithium is actually going to transfer its electron to chlorine, and lithium then will become lithium with a 1 plus charge, and chlorine then will become chlorine with a 1 minus charge because it has all 8 of its electrons. Now, we're putting these two together because now they are positively and negatively charged. So now they have an electrostatic attraction for each other. And we're going to make them into a neutral compound. 1 plus and the 1 minus cancel each other out. So we write these as LiCl. Capital L, lowercase I, capital C, lowercase l. And so we've just written the correct formula for lithium chloride. Okay, we're going to try another one right now. Let's take a look at strontium and oxygen. When we look at strontium and oxygen, we find out that strontium is in group number 2, which means it has 2 valence electrons. And you go look at oxygen, you find out it's in group number 16 with 6 valence electrons. So this is what oxygen looks like. Strontium is a metal. It is going to lose its 2 electrons. So it is going to transfer its 2 electrons to oxygen to complete oxygen's octet, making oxygen have 8 valence electrons now, and strontium have a reduced number of energy levels, but full energy levels. So we end up with strontium, Sr, 2 plus, and oxygen, 2 minus. Now we're going to put those together to make a compound because they are electrostatically attracted to each other. So 2 plus actually cancels out 2 minus. So we're going to write this as Sr, strontium oxide. All right. So if I were drawing the diagram of it, then going back up to the top here, then I would put brackets around it. If I'm just writing the formula, I will not put brackets around it. Thank you. That was a good question. Okay, I have one more example to show you, and I am going to scroll my page down so you can see calcium and bromine. All right, so doing calcium and bromine means I'm going to go look up calcium on my periodic table, and I can see that calcium has 2 valence electrons, and I can see that bromine actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 valence electrons. And I know that metals are going to lose their valence and nonmetals are going to gain. So one of calcium's electrons is going to be gained by bromine, but calcium still has another valence electron to share, doesn't it? I mean transfer. So that means calcium is going to need to find another bromine to transfer the second electron to. So this second electron is going to get transferred to this next second bromine. So what I'm going to have resulting is the combination of 1 calcium 2 plus ion plus 2 Br 1 minus ions with all of their electrons around them. So to make a neutral compound, I had to use 2 bromine ions and only 1 calcium ion. So that means I am going to have a formula with calcium and 2 bromines, because I had to have 2 bromines to transfer my electrons to. And to cancel out the 2 plus charge, I needed 2 bromines, each with a 1 minus charge, to cancel out. All right, this assignment says that you will fill in a summary paragraph once you've had a chance to practice with this, summarizing how to write formulas. So you are going to practice with this and then write a summary paragraph for how you think and what you have understood writing formulas to be. And this is your assignment for homework for tonight. How about any follow-up questions before we say goodbye? We have 5 minutes left. Anybody at all?